This has been a long time coming, but y'all have definitely gotten your point across. I have no choice but to cover Day of Reckoning 2, but check this shit out.
Your boy ZM upgraded the setup, and now we got that crunchy camera. We're gonna cover all 17 unique arenas of DOR 2, and don't worry, this is not about me. We're looking at the arenas here.
Starting us off at dead last, number 17 is of course Heat. Nobody's surprised. I've covered Sunday Night Heat on this channel about 1 billion times, but I really genuinely appreciated the accurate graphics packages on the Minitrons for this version. Our nameplate here is clean as always, and of course we're still recycling the raw setup with generic ring aprons, but those graphics really deserve a shout out. They look great. Our runner-up for the worst arena of DOR 2 is raw, and that's hardly a shocker. But this arena has a lot to offer. It's admittedly really derivative of DOR 1's raw, but nothing really changed from the source material, so there's no complaints for me. The silver metal on the massive stage really pops for me as well, and the nameplate is very nice. The apron is also passably accurate. There's no real thrills here, just a solid 2000s raw setup. It is greatly boosted by the 4K upscaling though, that you'll see for most of the video. There's no original textures that were changed at all, this is just running the same game at a higher resolution. We're out of the weekly shows for a minute to cover Unforgiven at number 15, and this is for certain the tallest stage in this game. Holy shit. The graphics package displayed is also 1 billion times more appealing than SVR06's iteration. The gray entryway panels are kinda bland, and I think the nameplate is god awful as well. In addition to my problems here, the ring skirt is beyond generic. This is a super divisive mixed bag, but I think the positives here kinda outweigh my criticisms. At least I got some cool shots in this arena. We're back to weekly shows now to cover Velocity, and straight off the rip, I love Velocity's graphics packages in this game. Sure, the accurate recycling of the SmackDown stages here, but the vibrancy of the green color scheme is so well done. The nameplate is also pretty appealing to me as well, it's just unfortunately below SmackDown because we never got unique Velocity aprons. 13 brings us to Backlash. And this stage is a sentimental one for me. I've watched Randy Orton get thrown into those thumbtacks by Cactus Jack more times than I can count from this show. The stage doesn't disappoint here. The scale is huge, the entryway banner is super clean, and the Tron layout is immensely distinct. It's a clear evolution of the Hooks design that everybody remembers. The nameplate is super sleek, it reminds me of the Uber board from SSX Tricky. And the graphics package is pretty basic, but it'll suffice. Our ring skirt is a total winner though, this is great. This arena's pretty decent. Something about the Big Fist stage in 4K is gorgeous to me. The Sidetron here looks so good, and that Minitron graphic is quality. The fist itself is as iconic as it's ever been, and we've still retained the classic tinfoil aprons. This would be almost perfect if it weren't for the absence of roof accents here. Why exclude them? WrestleMania 19 had gorgeous roof accents, and this is 2 years later after that game. The technology or design concepts were not foreign to these developers or the GameCube at this point. What a lame oversight. Just missing our top 10 of Survivor Series, and it seems pretty weird until you really think about it. Survivor Series 04 is a completely inconsequential, non-memorable show. Nobody remembers this show aside from the cartoon-style graphics package here, which is admittedly pretty sweet. The Tron layout is pretty unique as well, and I enjoy the nameplate despite its horrible resolution. The ring apron included is also super admirable. I just wish I had more to say about this arena. Kicking off our top 10 DOR 2 arenas is Vengeance, and yes, this stage was done to death in the 2000s WWE games, but this iteration right here is sleek as all hell. The scale here is super great, the nameplate is also pretty stellar, and the graphics package for the Minitrons and the header are both very nice. Granted, the ring apron is pretty standard for this era of Vengeance pay-per-views, but the stage is too solid to have much further down the list. Number 9 is Armageddon, and yes, there is a huge lack of fire on this stage. Yes, that sucks, but with that out of the equation, this is a super admirable experiment of a stage design. The big A logo in the steel with those sick orange decals underneath looks pretty nice, and I love the apron here quite a bit. But the graphics package on the Minitron is super nondescript. I do enjoy the steel borders on the Sidetrons though, they're very nice. This is a sweet little Armageddon arena before we hit that stretch of classic castle stages that everybody remembers. We're on to No Mercy now, and this looks odd in the sense that the graphics package and the actual stage layout are completely mismatched in terms of colors. But I actually love all the blue in the graphics package. It's really something different for this pay-per-view. And I really enjoy those Doc Ock looking nameplates, and the Tron layout itself is super unique and memorable. The red horns on the stage, while visually distinct and eye-catching, are the one thing that doesn't click in this arena for me. They even nailed the ring skirt here, but of course the dev team worked with what they had in real life, so I can't fault them for the colors being mismatched. If you saw my SVR06 Arena Rankings video, you would know that Royal Rumble 2005 being this high up in the ranking is a redemption for this stage design. This looks ridiculously improved from SVR06. I love the graphics package here, but I do dislike that it clashes so harshly with the ring apron. That's a very accurate inclusion to have in the game. It's just super lame that they didn't make a new apron design to match the graphics IRL. They both look very good separately, just not together. And this is super unrelated to this arena, but I marked the fuck out for Eddie Guerrero's heel theme in this game. The stage backdrop looks super reminiscent of those old movie sets, and I know that's what they were going for. I like the big stone columns under the Titantron as well, and the vibrant colors of the backdrop mixed with the buildings blend pretty well together. The nameplate here is pretty passable as well, and the only thing we're missing from this arena is the WrestleMania 21 sign in the rafters. It would be perfect otherwise. Just missing our top 5 DOR2 arenas is Great American Bash, and Jesus Christ man, this is gorgeous compared to SVR06. I really admire the slick graphics package, the Tron layout is classic, the emphasis on the scaffolding on top of the flag backdrops is really cool, and the scale as a whole is huge. Our ring apron is a total show stealer as well. The unique set pieces are really cool too. The tank and the cement truck are both pretty neat. I just wish we still had Paul Bearer's little concrete crypt down there. The only big critique I have is a game-wide issue, and that is the lack of pay-per-view banners. That's a bit of a damper for me. Moving on to Taboo Tuesday next, and I've always enjoyed the visuals and aesthetics of this specific pay-per-view. The steel arches in the entryway look so great, I love the nameplate. They didn't forget the control center here, the graphics package is super nice, and even the little things like the Sidetron being included got a huge pop for me. The apron included is in my opinion one of the best in the entire game. I have almost no complaints about Taboo Tuesday here, I just think there's a couple better arenas in this game. Just missing our top 3 is WrestleMania 21, and I know it's a bit of an odd omission, but I have my reasons. To start, this stage rules, plain and simple. The marquee looks leagues better than 2K14's take on it. I really enjoy the nameplate and the dynamic cube lights all over the stage. My only knock on this arena is the inaccurate ring skirt and the lack of the WrestleMania 21 sign, as well as the star-shaped roof accents that were so prominent. Overall though, it's still a pretty good package. It's big 3 time and the bronze medal goes to Judgment Day. It is a travesty that this beautiful, big, verbose, and intricate design was only used once for a stage setup. The flames behind the entryway look great, the gates are pretty sweet, the giant distressed crosses are legendary, and the ring skirt here is more than serviceable as well. This is such a hard-ass stage for such a B-tier pay-per-view. Judgment Day 04 is undoubtedly the best stage of the Judgment Day lineage. No Way Out is our runner-up for the best DOR2 stage, and dear God, they locked the fuck in right here. I love how they worked the barbed wire steel cage match into the design motifs here. This is a really cohesive looking design. The stage looks so much bigger than SVR's version, and the pay-per-view banners and side cage mesh is so much more pronounced here than it was in the SVR06 version. The ring skirt is of course still an absolute all-timer. I just love the spiraling barbed wire shaped steel arches in the entryway as well. The Minitron graphic is also sweet as hell, despite the video being super off-center. The nameplate is also pretty nice as well, and everything just clicks here together brilliantly. This is far and away my favorite No Way Out setup ever made, but there's one stage in DOR2 that's even better.
The
Are y'all even surprised at this point? My beloved Semicircle SummerSlam stage is here as the undisputed king of DOR2 stages, and to my knowledge, this is the first ever video game inclusion of this iconic design. I love the nameplate here. I absolutely admire the stacked Trons with that super sweet graphics package on top, and that big S in the entryway is as beautiful as it's ever been. The ring apron included here is just legendary for the ZM channel at this point, and truthfully, if you're a longtime Arena Rankings fan, this is a no-brainer. Argue with me in the comments, I read them all, I love y'all.
DOR2 had a lot of my favorite iterations of stages that I've ever reviewed, and this was a big labor of love. In conclusion, we're going to cover SBR 2010's DS story soon, Ring Attire Rankings aren't going anywhere, and this is a good time to lock in for the channel. Take it easy, y'all.